Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 2004 Volkswagen Touareg that we're calling the Tough T because we're proving that it is one of the toughest vehicles out there for off-roading, and we've made it even more off-road worthy by putting on some big-ass off-road tires. But today, we're doing something completely different. We're gonna find out which of the next two vehicles gets the worst. That's right, the worst fuel economy, because that Touareg has a ruddy big V8 that puts out just over 300 horsepower. And over here, well, that's another big V8. Andre, come on over. What are you driving?
Well, behind me is our long-term project truck. It's the Ram Rebel Rouser. It started out as a regular Rebel, but we've updated it with a small lift in the front, 2-inch lift, 35-inch tall tires from Toyo, and exhaust intake system. It's really mean and big and off-road worthy.
Now, last time we drove to Moab, what kind of fuel economy did you get?
Actually, we did the same route from Golden, Colorado to Moab, Utah, when this truck was stock, and it got 17.5 MPG.
So 346 divided by 19.735. Ready? 17.5. It's better than the trip computer said, but let's see how far that is off of the claimed highway miles per gallon. So I'm going to divide that by 22 on the highway. So we're roughly 20% off of what this truck should get on the highway.
Which was a little disappointing.
Yeah, and so today we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drive both of these vehicles to Moab and see which one gets the worst fuel economy. And I bet you that I win in the Touareg, even though that's a truck that weighs a heck of a lot more. All right, as always, we fill up here at the gas station, then we see what the vehicle says, and then we see what the math says. So we're gonna put an 87 octane into both of these, actually from the exact same pump. So get the middle stuff. Hey Andre, come on over here.
Oh yeah, hey.
So how big is your fuel tank?
Oh, it's the smallest tank available. It's 23 gallons.
You know, I've got 26 gallon tank in the Touareg.
Oh, you can get a bigger tank in the Rebel, but this one doesn't have it. We're going 346 miles.
All right. I don't think you can make it.
Okay. I have a question. We have two video series, Tough T, and Rebel Rouser. Which episode is this?
You know what? We're both going to shoot an episode in Moab, right? That's where we're going. So we're going to take this on Fins and Things, and we're going to take that on Hell's Revenge.
Hell's Revenge!
So let's do this. Whichever of these vehicles wins this challenge, in other words, gets worse fuel economy, that's where the video will live.
Okay, sounds good.
And that way you guys will know the answer long before we know the answer.
30 seconds, dude.
Yeah, the way it works is we wait 30 seconds, we make sure we're completely topped off, and then we give it another squirt from the fuel weasel, and then of course we drive as far as we can, we do the exact same thing, and we calculate the fuel economy. This is a great vehicle. We have made it less on-road worthy with these KO2s. Tommy, how big are they?
So these are BFG KO2 all-terrain tires, 31.6 inches in diameter, 265/70 R17s.
Under the hood of this Rebel Rouser is a 5.7 liter Hemi. The rating is 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. That's standard stuff. We also have the e-torque mild gas-electric hybrid system, which helps in the city driving, but not on the highway, which we're doing right now. And this truck has several mods. I have running boards from Mopar. I have off-road wheels from Mopar. I have 35-inch tall tires from Toyo. I have this ram bar with extra lights. I have an exhaust system. This truck sounds amazing. And also an air intake system for better airflow. And I'm pretty confident that I can get decent economy.
You know what I have, Andre, that's going to make me perhaps not win this?
What?
I have that golf ball like dimpling.
Oh, aerodynamics.
I have hail damage.
So the hood is super hail damaged, and we even have a little bit of a dimpling effect on the windshield as well. So, hey, if it works for Tiger Woods, it should work for us, huh?
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? When you spend $4,600 on a vehicle, you can't have it be perfect. There's always just a little blemish, or 30 or so.
And I don't have air suspension, do you?
Yes, I have air suspension and I will use it. We will put it into highway mode, which lowers the vehicle. And with those dimples on the hood, makes it much more fuel efficient. Right, Tommy?
It's not fair. Roman may have the dimples on the hood for better aerodynamics, but my secret is a tonneau cover to streamline the air You know what my problem is though? Those off-road lights are sticking up above the cab. That's not great.
Hey Andre, what does yours say miles to empty?
332.
Really? 420, dude.
What?
Yeah, 420.
And we have to go 346 miles. So as of now, I may not make it. I will not make it. So I'm gonna try to follow the speed limits and actually try to make it.
Tommy, guess what we're averaging going up Floyd Hill?
What are we averaging?
10 MPG, dude. 10 MPG. We're not going to make 420 miles averaging 10.0 miles per gallon.
Not very good.
No, not very good at all. It's crazy. In a second, we're going to go down to 9, in the 9s. Oh, range just dropped to 355. Well, we made it to Vale, Andre, and it's raining with the sun out. I always like that.
It always does that.
Yeah, so what's your average MPG so far?
Well, the trip computer says on my truck 16.7.
Mine says 16.6.
What?
Yeah.
It's about the same?
Yeah, it's about the same. This is going to be really close.
So we're done with two major Rocky Mountain passes, the Continental Divide, the Ike Gauntlet, and Vale Pass. And we're leveled off, entering Glenwood Springs soon, and I'm showing 17.5 MPG, which is quite a lot better than what I was seeing back when we were climbing mountains. And the 8-speed in this truck works wonders always. Yes, this truck is a little bit heavier than it used to be. The tires are bigger, a little bit more heavy. But in general, still a comfy road trip truck. And I'm hoping to get, actually, well, something like 17.5 would be nice.
If you go back to 2004, there were actually 3 different engine options available for the Volkswagen Touareg. The base engine was a 3.2 liter V6. Then if you paid a lot more, you got this engine, which was a 4.2 liter V8. And then if you had really deep pockets here in the US, you would get the 5 liter V10 twin turbo diesel with 550 pound-feet of torque. This is the engine you want though, because the V6 is a little bit underpowered, only about 220 horsepower. And the V10 diesel is an absolute nightmare to fix. Anything on that engine is an engine out job. So the 4.2 V8 is a good sweet spot, a decent amount of power, a decent amount of torque, and pretty terrible fuel economy because the Touareg weighs well over 5,000 pounds.
What about in Europe, Tommy?
Well, in Europe, you could even get a W12. There were a couple engine options available as well that we didn't get in the US, such as a V6 turbo diesel, but that W12 was an absolute monster. Pretty much the same engine you'd find in like a Bentley, just without the turbos.
Yeah, this engine was in an Audi too.
Yeah, this is an engine they've used in several different products. And it's worth noting too that the Touareg was co-developed with Porsche. So underneath it shares the same basic architecture as like a Cayenne, but this is not the same V8 you'd find in a Cayenne. That was a different displacement, completely different engine.
Hey, Roman.
Hey, dude, how's it going? So we made it to Grand Junction.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so quick question for you. What are you averaging? First of all, how much fuel do you have left?
Well, I have a little bit less than a half. A little bit less.
Yeah, so do I. How about, how many miles to empty?
Well, currently it's telling me 177.
Mine says 255. And here's the big question. What's your MPG?
17.7.
Ooh, 18.4.
What?
Yeah.
How did you get better than me now?
I think Tommy's been drafting you, dude.
No, I'm not drafting you.
There you are.
Yeah, there we are. He's been drafting you.
No, no. Hey,
I think we got enough gas to make it to Moab. Oh my God! That's crazy!
Breaker 19. This is Bullseye.
Welcome to the world's toughest truck drag race.
Basically at the level of my waders now.
There's a long ass time to film inside of a truck. Can we go home now?
Cue the cassette tape and start the 80s.
Oh, no way! No way! No way! I can't believe it!
Stay tuned for more news, views,
And real world reviews.
I'll see you next time.
See you guys next time. Ciao. Almost had hail, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
It's sunny and it's raining. And all I can think about is Chinese food.
We're getting close, but still not quite there. 116 miles left of range. Let's see what happens here.
Hey Roman, we're lit. Yeah, we are lit up. Dude, you almost hit some mule deer there, man. What was up with that?
I know I had to slam on my brakes. I think we need more light.
You know, there's two ways to get to Moab, right? One is kind of on the highway, and the other one is kind of by Cisco, this old town.
But it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we like to take the old route because it goes, or the
By the river.
yeah, it goes by the river. It's beautiful. So yeah, you've got these like off-road lights, but you know what? There's no one here. We're in the middle of Utah. I think there's probably, what, 200 people within 200 miles of us.
Yes.
So I think you take it off.
Can we use it?
Yeah, it's better than hitting deer, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit any animals, damage things.
Yeah, I'll just follow you.
Okay. But let's check it out.
Yeah.
Just go up front. All right, there's two clips on each side.
That's it?
Yeah, just each side.
Okay.
All right, let me have that.
Yeah, that's too bright. That's bright. Whoa! Can you turn the headlights off? Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're almost at the gas station, huh?
Yeah, and we finally made it, dude.
Yeah. What's your average?
Well, I'm at 18.0.
I'm at 18.3, dude.
Oh man. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the pump says because we're both kind of using aftermarket tires. So let's see what happens.
How many miles have you gone according to your truck?
316.
I've gone 306.
What?
Yeah.
No, but using GPS, it's 346.
Yeah, well, it's way off, huh?
Wow.
These tires really mess with the odometer. Yeah.
Yes, we did it. It was kind of a long trip. Woo!
Well, another 6-hour drive that turned into 7.5 hours. How does that always happen coming to Moab?
Sure, that's what we did coming out here.
I do 87.
Although technically,
Yeah?
we're supposed to do premium, but it's an old Volkswagen at this point, so.
87 it is.
So what we do is we take the total GPS mileage, 346, and divide it by the number of gallons used to find the real world miles per gallon. And we can't use either of the trip computers because they are way off by the larger tire diameter.
Yeah, wait 30 seconds.
Rowan, what are you gonna do if the Ram Rebel beats its original MPG, because that was 17.5 that we did with a stock Rebel, and it's now heavier and taller and bigger.
You know what I'm gonna do, Andre? I'm gonna call Jim Morrison, who was head of Ram at the time, and I'm gonna personally congratulate him and apologize.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of math here. So 346 miles divided by 17.758 gallons used.
Oh my gosh!
We averaged 19.48, which, get this, is 1.5 miles per gallon higher than the EPA highway estimate of 18. So the Touareg beat the EPA highway estimate through the mountains with a 3-inch larger tire.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I think we know what happens after 125,000 miles. It's broken in. It's really broken in.
Pretty amazing.
Question is, how many ponies have left the barn, right?
I bet a lot.
I bet a lot, yeah.
Andre, what does Ram recommend you use?
They recommend 89 technically at sea level, and we used 87 because of high elevation.
Yeah, hey Andre, so what did we get last time? How bad was it?
So remember, last time the truck was brand new.
Yeah,
I mean, it barely had 1,000 miles on it, and it was 17.5 miles per gallon, and it did not match the 22 miles an hour, the rating on this truck. Remember?
22 miles per gallon.
Yeah, 22 miles per gallon on the highway. We were so far away from it. We were upset, but it was winter. There were a lot of different
Truck was
factors.
brand new.
The truck now has almost 10,000 miles.
Yeah.
It's properly broken in.
Yeah.
We've changed oil several times.
Yeah.
And now we're running on Shell oil.
Yep.
So a lot of things are working for us.
Okay, there we go. 30 seconds.
Tommy, timer.
I got the duck.
So this is very close to what you had.
It is very close. Look at that.
What is it, Tommy?
It's very close.
This will be a nail biter. All right, here you go. Give it that. Don't go full on because you know what happens. There you go. I want to make sure you use every drop of. Oh, there you go.
That's all she said.
That's all she said. All right, Tommy, do the math.
Okay, so 346 miles divided by 18.009 gallons, 19.21.
What was ours?
19.4.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm worse.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm worse.
Wait, who wins?
Wait,
Better
so
or
so the worst truck wins. So I won this, but also we also won because it's better than 17.5.
So that means that
This is a truck video.
yeah, it's a truck video, and the fuel economy is a lot better, even though we have bigger
And heavier truck.
yeah and tires and more air resistance. So it did break in.
And maybe the tonneau just helped me.
Yeah, maybe the
Well, also,
yeah
we're forgetting one big deal. It's summer.
yeah it's summer.
So
blends
it's a
of
lot
fuel.
warmer, different blends of fuel, which can impact things too. So there's a lot of variables that go on.
Well, guys, thanks for watching, and remember, go to TFL truck.com for more news, views, and real world reviews, and then head on over to TFL Car to watch the Tough T take on Fins and Things, and of course this is going to take on Hell's Revenge as part of our torture test, so check that out when it's edited. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
Ciao.